Hey there, and welcome. If you're a marketing apprentice, you already know that juggling tasks is just part of the job. But what happens when that juggling starts to feel more like, well, struggling? Today, we're going to break down a super important skill, S7, that'll help you turn all that chaos into calm coordination. And we're going to do it by following the journey of an apprentice who's been right where you are. Her name's Jody.
So, let's meet Jody. She's a level 4 apprentice over at IBIS Stores, and her to-do list is, honestly, it's a monster. We're talking 3 live campaigns, a brand new product about to launch, and a huge event right around the corner. Does any of that sound familiar? Yeah, she is feeling completely buried and, frankly, totally overwhelmed.
And that right there, that's the big question, isn't it? Not just for Jody, but for you too. How do you take that feeling of being swamped, get everything under control, and, this is the really important part, how do you gather all the proof you need to absolutely smash your endpoint assessment? Well, that is exactly what we're going to figure out today.
So, Jody knows she needs help, and she takes this whole mess to her manager, Riddle. Now, Riddle's first move is a smart one. She gives this challenge a name. She defines the exact skill Jody needs to master to go from feeling overwhelmed to being totally in charge.
Riddle breaks it down. This skill, S7, it's not about some big, fluffy, high-level strategy. Nope, it's about the real, on-the-ground, hands-on ability to plan, organize, and track a bunch of different things all at the same time. It's about being that person, you know, the reliable engine in the marketing department who just makes sure everything happens exactly when it's supposed to. It's all about control and coordination.
But why is this one skill so critical? Riddle explains that getting good at S7 isn't just about ticking a box for your apprenticeship. It's a skill that is a total game changer for how a marketing team actually works, for the better.
Just look at the difference here. It's like a tale of 2 marketers. Before you master S7, things can feel like pure chaos, right? Deadlines get missed, the whole team is stressed out, and money just gets wasted. But after, oh man, it's a completely different world. Campaigns run like clockwork, your bosses and stakeholders are confident in you, and you're using every resource perfectly. This skill is literally your ticket from being a stressed-out apprentice to becoming a seriously confident marketing pro.
Okay, so Jody gets it. She knows what S7 is and why it's so important. But now she needs the how. How does she actually build this skill? This is where her mentor, Adam, comes into the picture. He's here to lay out a super clear, step-by-step roadmap for Jody, and for you, to build this skill right from the very beginning.
Adam breaks the journey down into 5 simple stages. You start with the basics, just getting your head around how timelines and schedules work. Then you level up to supporting a couple of things at once. After that, you tackle the really tricky stuff, managing dependencies, where one thing has to be finished before the next can even start. Pretty soon, you're coordinating all on your own, and then you hit the final stage, proactive oversight. That's when you're not just reacting to problems, you're spotting them before they even happen. It's a really clear path from beginner to pro.
And the best part, you don't have to do this empty-handed. Adam points out the essential toolkit for this journey. We're talking about things like shared calendars, project management software, think Trello or Asana, simple task trackers, and of course, regular status meetings. These aren't just fancy add-ons. They are the absolute must-have tools you'll use to stay in control and on top of everything. Now, Jody is getting really good at this coordination thing, but for her apprenticeship, that's only half the battle. She doesn't just have to have this skill, she has to prove it. And this is where her coach, Olivia, steps in. Olivia's job is to help Jody gather the perfect evidence to show off this new superpower in her portfolio.
Olivia makes this crystal clear. It's not just about what you collect, it's about what that evidence proves to an assessor. So, that campaign plan you built, boom, that shows you can plan and schedule. That progress tracker you updated every day, that proves you can monitor and control a project. Your meeting notes and update emails, they're proof you're a solid communicator. And that little bit of feedback from your manager, that's the golden ticket. It shows your work is having a real positive impact.
But Olivia makes a crucial point. A pile of evidence is just a pile of paper without a story. And that story? That's your reflective statement. You can't just list what you did. You have to explain how you did it. What exactly were you coordinating? How did you decide what was most important when everything felt urgent? And critically, what problems popped up and how did you solve them? This is where you connect all the dots for your assessor.
All right, the portfolio is looking great. The skill is getting stronger every day. Now it's time for the final boss, the endpoint assessment, or EPA.
Olivia starts prepping Jody for the professional discussion. That's the conversation where she's going to have to talk confidently about her awesome new coordination skills.
Okay, first up, Olivia throws out a big one. It's a broad question designed to let you show your process. How do you coordinate multiple marketing campaigns or projects at the same time? So just take a second. How would you answer that? How do you keep all those plates spinning?
Next, the assessor is probably going to get a little more specific. They're going to want a real-world example. Can you describe a situation where you managed competing deadlines? See, this is where you need to have a great story ready to go. What did you do? And how did you decide what to tackle first?
And then comes the curveball, the really tough one. This is all about risk management. What do you do when one campaign risks delaying others? When that first domino starts to wobble, how do you stop the rest from tumbling down? This question is where they separate the good from the truly great.
So, how on earth do you answer all of those questions well? Olivia gives Jody the secret weapon, a perfect, distinction-level model answer. Just listen to this. It's a short, powerful story. It sets the scene, explains the tools she used, describes a specific problem that happened, and then details the successful solution. It is just packed with competence. Let's quickly break down why that answer is so incredibly powerful. It uses that classic structure: situation, action, result, or SAR. You state the situation you were in, you describe the specific actions you took, and you explain the positive result of those actions. Seriously, burn that into your brain. SAR isn't just a way to answer a question. It's a formula for proving you've mastered something. And there you have it. Jody went from being completely overwhelmed to a master of coordination. She followed the roadmap, she gathered her proof, and she aced her assessment. And by following the same path, you absolutely can too. Remember, passing your EPA isn't the finish line. Nope, it's the starting pistol. You've proven you can handle this. So the only question left is, what incredible challenge are you going to conquer next?